Good morning. Um, and this is just going to be a shorter live stream this morning. I feel awful. I missed yesterday mornings. I tweeted out, if you're not following me on Twitter to get the latest updates, I strongly recommend doing that. I'm not large enough yet to have a community tab on YouTube, so I've been using Twitter. It's the Lady Writes on Twitter. Feel free to follow me. If you at me and tell me you found me from the stream, I'll follow you back immediately so we can connect and that kind of thing. I apologize for my voice. Hopefully the coffee helps. Water has gotten me this far. I'm hoping that the heat will soothe it out and have a better discussion. I am able to see the chat, so please don't hesitate to say good morning or hello. This will be a shorter live. I wanted to talk about the approaches we've already done this month together on the live streams or the videos to completing a book. We've done 1,000 words committed every day. And at 1,000 words, that's a bare minimum in my book, but you got to do what works for you. Your commitment to yourself might be 500 words. It might be 3,000 words. I know for myself, when I am working on something that's totally mine that I'm not doing on YouTube or live or what have you, my word count expectations are between 3,000 and 6,000 words. It really depends on what my other obligations for that day are. If I've got a lot of errands, it's unreasonable to think that I'm going to do 6,000 words or above, which is common once I get on a roll. Hit goal and keep going. When I am looking at a lot of obligations, for example, this week's going to be kind of stretched. I've got to reorganize my activity room, and I have to do some running around throughout the week, and I've got a couple of other appointments that need to be taken care of. So my average expectation for myself will be 3,000 to 4,000 words based on a busy schedule. The reality is I tend to go well above, but I find that if I don't hit my mark, so if I know I'm in a groove with a story and 6,000 words is going to be a breeze for me, but I have a day where I don't hit it, I will be disappointed in me. So you've got to make sure that you set your expectations at a level that will not discourage you from continuing. That's why I always bring it down on busy days or busy weeks. It doesn't mean I won't go above my expectations, but I won't give myself reason to be discouraged and then not continue. The goal is to finish the project. This is how we do it. And it's too easy to get in your own head, so don't do that. Excuse me, I'm going to drink some more coffee. So we've done a minimum word count commitment. And then we've also done sprints. I use these every time I get stuck on a book. When I know I've just got to get these words out because I got to reach goal. One of my favorite quotes, and I cannot remember who said it right now. When I find it, I will paste it everywhere. But the quote is that I'm a terrible writer, but I'm a fantastic rewriter. The point is, your first draft is just that it's a draft. It doesn't have to be good. It has to get your point across. So really, if your sprints turn into you putting 500 words of dry, boring exposition, when you go back to rewrite it, you can take that exposition and turn it into vivid and alive interactive scenes. That's the point of your edits, of your revisions, of your more revisions, of your updates, at least with regard to fiction. When you're dealing with nonfiction, you'll find your edits, your revisions, before you even send it to an editor. You go through it, you revise it. You do not do that the day after you finish the book. Give it a day. But your edits, your revisions will smooth all that out, improve the overall feel of the book. You'll find sections that you want to change. And once you're done with revisions, you'll feel better about anything that you found that was dry or hard to put out there. But by making sure you put it out there, you are still getting it done and getting to the end. Kind of with your first draft, the goal is to complete the story that you see in your mind and get to the end. Now, if you're busy, you got a busy schedule. And Matt, you're a single parent. You're running around. You've got kids, sports, school, work. And you're still trying to squeeze in time to write. That's where sprints come in really handy. You can say, okay, I got 15 minutes right now. I'm going to do my writing right now. You can put it on your phone. You can put your writing on your computer, obviously. You can put writing. You've got Google Drive that goes on any tablet, any computer, any phone. You can transport that with you. And you can sit in the doctor's office, that long wait that you're sitting there going, okay, they said, but they are really busy today. That's time that you can take for you to add a few words. Obviously, if you're sitting there with a sick kiddo, you're not going to be writing much. But if something comes to mind, you have it readily available. You can always move it from Drive to LibreOffice or whatever preferred method of writing you have. Word, whatever it is. And that, when you're sitting at your computer, will give you your room to do your revisions and your and changes as you see fit. So we've done 1,000-word commitment. We've done writing sprints all week, twice a day all week. Now we're looking forward. The only other method of writing that people, and there are fewer people who can commit to this one than there are that can do it the other two ways. And the other method of writing that I don't know if I'm going to example for you or not is a marathon session. This is what I do typically when I sit down to write. I put on my music. Actually, first I get a toy and I make these four-legged adorable things that race up and down my studio area as loud as their little feet can carry them. Hey, Hera, how are you? Oh, you changed your name back. I wear them out first because for me they are a distraction that I absolutely adore doting on when my kids aren't here. And then I dote on my kids too. I'm a mom, what can I say? But I wear them out first because they're a distraction. The next thing I do after I've worn them out is put on my music and then I sit down for a marathon session. And literally that means I'm sitting butt in seat, hands on keyboard. And that might end up being 6 hours. But I can finish a short story in 6 hours. Now, that's not something everybody can say. That is not something anybody who is new to this should ever expect of themselves. People are going to ask lots of questions. 73,000 words for Nano is fantastic. Way to go. I can't wait to read some of these when you're done. Oh, wow. 2 o'clock in the morning. You sound like us. Kashan is awesome live somewhere. you know what? When the writing bugs got you, you got to go with it. But 2 to 5 will be a good example of a marathon writing session. That's fantastic. And I'm not sure if I'm going to show you guys a 6-hour video of me writing. Or a 4-hour video or a 3-hour video. The point with the marathon session is kind of just to sit down and do. And those are 3 methods that I've employed to finish a book. And the point of this series has been to show you methods to finish your book. I have actually been sick for the last week. The reason why there wasn't a live yesterday morning here was because, as I kind of explained a little bit earlier, I slept through most of the day yesterday. I kind of sort of got out for a few minutes just to come home and crash again. I've been sick and running all week like it was nothing when I probably should have been resting. So this is actually my voice better than it was yesterday because I couldn't have done this yesterday. At all. So I'm actually feeling better than I did. I'm on the upswing, I think. And the coffee is actually helping. My voice is clearing up. If you go back in the replay and hear the start of it, it's actually getting better. Starting next week, I think the morning lives will still probably be writing sprints. And then at 1 o'clock, I will probably more than likely release a short video. And it will be dealing with strategies to keep yourself going. And so I'll pick a strategy each day, Monday through Friday, and give you a strategy to keep going with your writing. Perhaps it'll be words of inspiration that I've found inspirational. Oh, see, now that might be possible. That's a really good suggestion here. I might try to do that. I'd have to fidget with the settings. Do you mind if I email you about how to set that up? In which case, oh, cool. I can see how that would happen, though. Okay, I will do that. So Hero just gave me a great suggestion in the chat, in case you're not keeping up with the chat on the replay. Then he suggested that I could record the marathon writing session at a faster rate. He said 2.5 hours for him ended up in about 16 minutes. So that's not an unreasonable amount of time to upload for you guys to kind of get a feel for the process. Excuse me. So I may take that path. Probably going to start tying this up. So I know lots of ums this morning. So sorry. Going forward, I will see you all at 5:30 in the morning doing writing sprints because that's easier to do in that time frame. There's my again. From there, watch for videos, possibly even that abbreviated marathon writing session at some point during the week. I don't expect most of the people watching this to be able to do a marathon writing session. I'm blessed. This is what I do full time. Not everybody can do that. And to expect that you can do that would be expecting too much. So don't do that to yourself. Even if you're brand new at this and you're not used to writing every single day on a routine, you can't expect more of yourself than where you are in the process. That leads to that will lead to discouragement and it will slow down your progress, and you don't want to do that. Be happy and celebrate every bit of writing you've reached, whether you've been able to go to do nano in a little over half a month, or you've been able to commit to your nano at being a nano rebel at 30,000 words, or a nano rebel at 20,000 words. Those are totally acceptable. Or perhaps you're like me, and the minute you get nano in your head, all the writing stops. I don't know. Can't explain it. As soon as I get I must have this done in this time. And then like a month later, I'll finish 80,000 words in about the same amount of time. So it's not that I can't do it. It's that something in my brain says, no, you're committed. You must do this. And then I don't seem to do it. And it's only for nano. Go figure. So I don't commit to nano. But that's why I do this, because there are plenty of other people. That's why I'm doing this month. And I will do this again next year, where we will spend a week in one form of writing and a week in another form of writing. And when the rest of the month, spacing it out and doing what works. Excuse me. So, in summary, I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. We will do 2 writing sprints, and we'll chit chat for a little bit. I'll try to get on a little bit earlier just so we can just talk a little while. And then get right into the sprint at 5:30. We'll go from 5:30 to 5:40. Chit chat for a bit. At 5:45, we'll do another 10 minutes, and then we'll tie it up. And I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I will send you that email now, Hero, before I forget. I'll see you later.